That's what they're after. 21 runs the deficit. 36 balls, 57 runs. Sri Lanka has the batting, but Afghanistan has some really quality bowlers to bowl those last 6 overs. Going to be a good tussle between some quality spin and the Sri Lankan middle order. Noor is back. Rashid Khan just mixing his bowlers around. And off the inside edge, a single of the first ball. And just to try and show you where the points table is, Sri Lanka still on top with this game on. Bangladesh's problem is that they're minus 0.27. So Sri Lanka has qualified in terms of the requirement of 101 runs, which means they go ahead of Bangladesh, even if they lose this game in the run rate. Right, Kusal Mendis is on 47. Gets it behind square leg, and that's his 50. And it is 50 number 17 for Kusal Mendis. He equals Nissanka for the most 50s plus scores in T20Is for Sri Lanka.
He'll keep sweeping. You bowl there, he will keep sweeping you and find the gaps. That's one of his favorite shots mentioned earlier. Square leg position has to be dead right. Got to have him a little finer at the pace at which the Afghanistan spinners bowl, and you need a very good fielder. It was far too square, and Mendis very quick to exploit it and reach a half century. It was a fine innings. Still has to carry on. 51 from 40. The longer he stays, the easier for Sri Lanka.
That's well bowled. Well bowled. That's the wrong one. Push through quicker. The other thing about the Afghan spinners are the pace they bowl. It's not easy to get to them. Well, just look at that. 74% in that area. You're talking about the sweep, the paddles, and he's been very productive. He got 6 of the first 4 deliveries. The Sri Lanka trying to keep that required rate under control. Got those boundary riders out, 3 on the leg side, 2 on the offside, with the left-hander on strike. Short fine, very fine in fact. Short third and backward point. Short delivery, catches the call, and he's taken it. Rashid Khan, what a catch.
Well, come at the man. The captain leading from the front. Putting his body on the line there, that's a fabulous catch. That was never easy. It was coming flat, it was coming low. He had to run forward. And a gutsy effort here to just put his body on the line. These are never easy. Watch here, this is attacking fielding. He wanted it all the way. In the end, might have just got away from him, but made sure that he got 2 hands to it. So an important breakthrough. There's a good partnership being broken. And Sri Lanka, who's playing well, he goes for 17, 119 for 4.
Mendis comes in at number 6 with Sri Lanka requiring 51 of 31 balls. Noor Ahmed has got a wicket, conceded 6 runs. He's got 1 ball left in the over. This be called Yes, it is. Coming to Mendes. He's an all-format player for Sri Lanka. Well, doesn't really have a top average at this level, but its strike rate closing in on 130. Looks to sweep and he gets it behind square leg. They'll want two. They'll get two. So Sri Lanka's down to the last 5 overs. They need 48 runs. 122 for 4. Kusal Mendes the key here, 52 of 42. Kusal Pereira, Asalanka, all getting starts. Pathum Nissanka missing out. Lanka still has Shanaka and Hasaranga to come. Velalage, all three can bat. But down to the last 30 legitimate balls.
What an excellent catch under pressure. That's didn't go too high, flat. Attacked it, it almost got away from him. When you're desperate, you want a wicket. That's what you do. Rashid, we've known time and time again. He will give us everything.
Great catch. Had to run in, as you said. It was going away from him. Two-handed. And brings a lot of smiles to Afghan supporters. And yes, a big wicket to celebrate for Afghanistan. Right, new batter in. Rashid Khan bowling to Kamidu Mendes. Knocking him around for singles. They'll want two and they'll come for two. So they'll be cautious, they'll be watchful against Rashid Khan.
And even Afghanistan cannot afford to relax at this stage. Because the required rate is still under 10 and over. Sri Lanka have plenty of batting, some good hitters. Shanaka still to come. Mendes going strong, 53.
And this is his last over, gone for 20 runs. Bowled 5 dots, been very economical, Rashid Khan. Oh, this time, very lucky. Very lucky. Oh, could have been out. In fact, both batters had the opportunity. I hope he's all right. We do know that he had this back problem.
He is in agony. He is in agony. You're right. You mentioned about the back. He really twisted there and tried to throw the ball back. A lot of pressure on the back. He's doesn't look too good. 125 for 4.
Another look of a leading edge. Now this was the first opportunity, but just eluded him. And then seeing Kusal Mendes way out of the crease, he was looking for that run out. Now had he hit, Kusal Mendes was gone. So look at what happens there.
Hey, look at the fall right on the back there, lower back. And immediately he feels it. Now you can see Jonathan Trott's face there, he knows it. This is not a good sign. This is not a good sign, especially with someone who's recovered from that very operation. We'll be hoping it's not something similar or serious.
Yeah, he's still in a lot of pain, you could see that. Oh, that's the last thing Afghanistan wants.
Such a key player, such a key player. The motivating factor for the team as well. He's up, but that's good. That's a very positive sign. Very positive. That's good. It'll be a big relief to not just Afghanistan supporters, but cricket fans all around the globe. He's that kind of a cricketer. You want him on the park. He brings that energy, he brings that skill, he brings that brilliance. Question to be asked is, will he bowl? Will he carry on bowling? He seems okay.
Well, I think he made a great effort. I think it's just how he twisted his back trying to get that run out. He had to turn and throw. The first opportunity was a catch. That's what he was after. And then his peripheral vision showed him that Kusal Mendes was out of the crease. And just look at that, how he twists, how he turns. Had that hit, Kusal Mendes was gone for all money. But this is what happens immediately. This is another look. Just look at it at full speed. He was looking to turn it away. And then he was nowhere in the screen, nowhere in the picture. Goes with a sweep. Hopefully a single. They got 4 runs on the first 2 deliveries. Rashid Khan bowling his last over. Should be all right.
Just that smile tells you he should be okay, but another good spell this. He's not got a wicket. He's not given too many away, just 21, 2 balls to go.
Again, another single. Brilliant spell for Rashid Khan. He's bowled just 6 dots, but he's going at less than 6 runs and over. In a chase, when you're asking for around 8 or 8 plus, you're going at less than 6 and over. That is outstanding stuff. Right, last ball of his spell. Doesn't get hold of it. He'll concede a single. And Rashid Khan will finish his spell, conceding just 23 runs. Sri Lanka, 128 for 4. Beautifully set up. 42 off 24. With 6 wickets remaining, more often than not, 9 times out of 10, you'd have to say the batting team in front. They're 169 for 8. Sri Lanka, Kusal Mendes holding things together. Bowling options available. Noor Ahmed about to start his third. Rashid's finished his spell. And he's hurt his back and hence wanders off. Farooqi has 2, Mujib has 1, Azmat 2. They're going to start bowling that because not too many seconds left. They have to begin the next over within a minute. Don't want to be penalized with a fielder. Nothing. Oh yes, a delayed signal from the umpire. The reaction from Noor though, he reckons there was something on it. He thinks there was an edge, he thinks that there was a bit of a glove on it. He was pretty excited. He thought that the wicketkeeper had taken a catch. That's what he's suggesting to the umpire. Let's have a look. No. Don't think there was anything there. He thinks it was a drop catch and then he turns back. And he sees it's a wide, he can't believe it. He was down the wicket on his follow-through. He always believed there was something on it. Mendes He gets underneath it and it's a massive blow. Big six to come into Mendes. Well, the previous ball, there was an appeal. He thought that it was out. It was called a wide. And then he bowls this one in the slot. This is, of course, the previous one. It was called a wide. Anything there? No bat. And no pad either. In the gap, at least a couple. It spins nicely for the fielder in the deep, but the runs have started to flow early in the over. Look at short fine leg, Sunny. Interesting. Is he there for the sweep or for the ball he loses control of? More likely for the latter, you said. Because he does tend to bowl that googly. When he bowls it quicker, it can go down the leg side. So what you want is you don't mind one ball wide, but you don't want to give up 5 wides as well. Was it about? Oh, he saved it well. He saved it well, but it was quite right for the umpires to refer it, because in a touch and go situation, this can make the difference between winning and losing. He's got rid of the ball. He's got rid of the ball, so he's fine. Yeah, good fielding. And very, very fine he is. Another wide. Well, that's not going to help. That's not going to help his team. He was hit for a 6. Now looking to crack the batter by bowling at his pads, and he's going down the leg side, giving it wides, because his natural delivery is the one that will turn away from the right-hander, but into the left-hander, and that goes like a wide down the leg side. So he's got to get his line right. 11 runs already on this over. There are 2 balls. 15 wides bowled by Afghanistan. Of course, 2 of them ran away for 4. Didn't need to do that. They've got the runs. Now just knock it around. Get closer. Yes, see, to the right-hander, the line was right. It was outside the off stump. The right-hander couldn't do anything. But we now have 2 Mendises. The left-handed Mendes and the right-handed Mendes. The right-handed Mendes has already got a half century. He's 54 of 45. The left-handed Mendes is scoring at 200. Lovely shot. Chip shot, extra cover, and it runs away for 4. It's a Mendes special here in Abu Dhabi. Yes, and I think next over in a minute. You get 2 warnings and then you get penalized. 5 penalty runs. Faruqi. Just a little fortunate there coming to Mendes. Yes, I think they were a little bit slow bowling that over. They've been warned once. They've just got to rush between overs. Only 60 seconds given to you.
Director, we have an umpire review for run out at the wicket keeper end. Can I get the standard angle please for the run out? Keep bowling. The batter clearly grounded. I'm ready to make my decision for the biscuit.
Well, home. No one seemed interested. Neither were the fielders too keen on that. Short fine leg, short third man, point also behind square there in this circle. Extra cover in there as well. Nicely paced, Kusal Mendes leading from the front. In the gap, that's 4. 150 on the board. Faruqi, economy rate of 12. These are very experienced bowlers. Yet today, they haven't really bowled well. Look at that, halfway down the page. There is no protection there. There is a deep swelling, all right, but Mendes has hit it early. He's connected the ball early, so he can hit it away from those 2 fielders in the deep, safely for a boundary. With this field, it's hard for Faruqi to put pace on ball. It's all going to be slower deliveries. It's not gripping as much. But Sri Lanka's innings held together by Kusal Mendes. That's how we started. And then using the extra pace of Mujib, getting a couple of boundaries on the glance, on the pull, then it plays that short arm pull as well, and then the sweep shot, the cut shot off the back foot. Once again, that full short arm pull coming into play. You get a half century. He's 64 or 49, but you're right, he's held the innings together. There are runs, mostly on the leg side. In the air, oh, she goes. Less than a run a ball required. Kusal. Correction, it's coming to Mendes. Yes, both K. Mendes, Kusal Mendes, Amindu Mendes, and the Mendeses together I put up 38 runs of just 20 deliveries. Slower delivery, halfway down the page, giving Kamindu Mendes all the time in the world. He's a good player. He's a very, very good player, this Kamindu Mendes. In the deep on the leg side. He pushed fine leg back just for that reason, because Kamindu Mendes likes to go inside and basically scoop it towards fine leg. 38 of 20. What a partnership between the 2 Mendeses. Down the ground, doesn't carry. That's more like it. That's where he should be bowling. But what mistake he's made is he's bowled it short. The slow delivery, hardly ever practiced in the morning sessions when they come down here for their warm-up sessions. You can't really expect to get it absolutely spot on right when you're playing the match. Full toss, it was slower, but he's hitting well. They'll come back for 2. 10 required. It's 160 for 4. 162 of the last over to Mohammad Nabi, and we thought 169 was going to be very, very hard to get. 160 for 4. They got 12 balls to get the 10 runs. Those 10 runs will be met by a loud roar in Bangladesh. It'll be louder in Bangladesh than in Sri Lanka, I'll tell you that. Mujib got it in the gap. It'll be 2. Yes, look at that. A very fine innings from Kamil Mendes, 25. He bowls a bit as well. The superb fielder. He'll be a relieved man, Sanjay Surya. There were moments where you always glance to the sky to certain things that happen during the game. But the batters have stood up. The chase will give them a lot of confidence going forward, the Sri Lanka team. So it has been perfect, and without Pathum Nisanka, mind you. Yes, absolutely. I think qualifying with a win like this, because it was really a challenge, because when you look down the names for Afghanistan's bowling, most of them play in leagues all over the world. And despite that, Farooqi has been taken for 38 of his 3. Then you have Mujib, who's also been expensive, more than 10 runs and over. Noor, again, 37 of 3, so 12 runs and over. So these experienced bowlers have been the ones who you could say they bowl as well as Afghanistan expected. More runs again. It could be 4 of them. Yes, it is. Just 3 runs required. Have a look at this delivery again from Mujib. This has been Afghanistan's problem. Lots of wind given outside the off stump. Look at that. Wind short. And this is a very good picker of the gaps. He didn't need an invitation. Slicing the ball in such a way that it will turn away, curve away from that fielder at deep point. The party started. In Atar Ali Khan's room, Sri Lanka, they got the 171 required. They go through to the Super Fours unbeaten, and Bangladesh, they qualify as well. Spare a thought for Afghanistan. They fought hard in this game, but not to be. For the 2 big games that they had to really put their hands up, both the games they did not do themselves justice. They didn't have a big target to chase against Bangladesh.